Hey guys, Casey from the band Radumus here with your update number 6 for Radumubash 2010, the Toys for Tots benefit concert and auction being held at the Last Supper Club in Seattle on Saturday, December 11th, 7 to 10 p.m., $10 admission or $5 at the door with an unwrapped, unopened toy for our toy drive. Now, I already told you about Chris Ballou of the Presidents of the United States of America, Megan Moreau from the band Amsterdam, John Popper from Blues Traveler, John Humphrey from the band Phantoms, and of course Radumus being involved in Radumubash 2010. And so now you may be asking yourself why I have such a hairy face. I do this in honor of the announcement of our very next special celebrity guest on lead guitar for Radumubash 2010. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Jonathan Remo of Lotus Crush and Phantoms. Now here's a guy who was raised in this huge Italian family by a father and grandfather that both played accordion and piano, so naturally they expect Lutzi to play piano too. But at 10 years old, after 4 years of forced piano lessons, Lutzi decides that playing piano is for girls. Luckily, Lutzi's dad was a good sport and decided he could play guitar instead. And so, at 14 years old, Lutzi forms his first band, Sela 7, where not only did he play guitar, but he also sang and wrote the songs. Now, Lutzi led Sela 7 to victory in a battle of the bands over about 30 other bands where they won recording time at Electro Kitty Studios and recorded their very first album, which led to a sold-out El Corazon show all before he was even out of high school. So now, as if that isn't cool enough for a 17-year-old kid to accomplish, things get even more exciting for Lutzi over the next couple of years that he spent playing lead guitar in a band called Love on the Rocks, where he took the stage opening at the Showbox Soto for Alien Ant Farm and competing to appear in a reality TV series called The Indie Show. Like another band did that I know. So after spending a couple years playing in Love on the Rocks, Lutzi gets an opportunity to play in the Dan Purser Band. But the Dan Purser Band is an acoustic band, and naturally, along the course of becoming an Italian rock god, Lutzi had decided that playing acoustic guitar was for girls. Jonathan Remo is not a girl. But what he is a guy with a great big pedal board for electric guitars full of magic and wonders for making electric guitars sound like heaven, and he promptly added this to the Dan Purser mix and spent the next couple years touring all over the West Coast and the Midwest with the Dan Purser Band before landing in Robert Lang Studios, recording with Grammy-winning producer Justin Armstrong on the Dan Purser EP, with which they accidentally tripped and fell and sold out the triple door. Fast forward 2 years, and Lutzi's getting invited to play not only with John Humphrey from the band Phantoms, who we announced earlier as one of our guest vocalists for Radumubash this year, but also getting invited to play with Peter Klepp and Scott Mercado of Candlebox in their new band Lotus Crush, where he's already played at least one sold-out show at the Knitting Factory in Spokane. Am I the only one that sees a pattern here? Sexier than Joey Lawrence, nicer than the Pope, more Italian than ordering a pizza at the Olive Garden, Jonathan Remo on lead guitar, Radumubash 2010. We'll see you guys there next update in less than a week. Woo!